Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Black Clover video. This is Broku no Hero. We're talking about the newest Black Clover chapter, Black Clover chapter 217. So if this chapter will, or this video will feature manga spoilers, of course, so if you don't want to be spoiled, click away. But I'll also be leaving a link down below in the description to go read this chapter on Viz when it is officially released to the public. But anyways, I will also not be using very many panels from this chapter to avoid false copyright strikes from Shueisha, so I will be mainly just talking and not really showing many panels. But like I said, the chapter will be out Sunday, and I'm sure you guys are smart enough to find where to read the chapter right now. But anyways, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you do enjoy. So this starts off with Asta going to the Magic Parliament with Sekre. And basically, while they're there, the royals and nobles are looking down on Asta. He's a magicless commoner, or more likely a peasant than a commoner. He's an orphan, and he's on trial. And even though he is a magic knight, he's the worst kind of magic knight. He's a black bull. And so they're all looking down on him. They're also looking down on Sekre, because she has horns, which means she's used forbidden magic. And within this instance, we find out that Damnatio is the leader of Magic Parliament and is now confirmed to be a Kira. He is Damnatio Kira, the leader or the president of the Magic Parliament. Now Damnatio, as we know from last chapter, he knows that Asta has something to do with the devil, and basically is making Asta make the choice of A, letting the Magic Knights get tried, which means all of the possessed Magic Knights who are literally innocent will be killed, or B, let himself basically admit that he's the devil. Basically turn himself in, even though Asta technically didn't even do anything wrong. He just is using the powers of a devil in a good way. And Damnatio is very smart in this, and basically what he does is he starts off with bringing out Marie, Gosha's sister, and tries her. He says she attacked the kingdom. She's probably attacking the kingdom because she hates nobles or royals, and so 5 members of the Magic Parliament are going to kill her. Yes, little Marie, who's like really young, and that makes Asta reveal himself. He breaks out of his cuffs, turns into his black form, blocks the magic attacks, and saves Marie. And that just shows that, Asta is the GOAT right here. He is basically risking himself. He's putting other people over himself yet again. Like I said, Asta could get away with this scot-free, because basically the only people who are probably going to get tried are the Magic Knights that were witnessed to be attacking others. So any Magic Knight got turned into an elf, they are going to probably get tried and killed. But Asta can just turn himself in, and the Magic Knights will be okay. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen next chapter, because, Asta just revealed to everybody that he is using the powers of a devil, which, honestly, don't know why people didn't really get to see this earlier. I mean, his horn wasn't as big in earlier forms of the Black Instance, but either way, some things I need to talk about first is already Black Clover haters are already spewing bullshit about this chapter. Like, oh, another fight? Oh, that's all Tabata can write is fights, apparently, to these people, even though the devil fight ended in chapter 211, which means that chapters 212, 213, 214, 215, 216, and nearly damn all of 217 didn't have any fights. The only chapter that had a fight was 216, and it really even wasn't a fight. Basically, the anti-monarchist royals, or nobles, were basically going to attack the king, and Damnatio just stopped their magic. There was no fight. So basically, for 5 or 6 chapters, there has been no fighting. So yeah, I don't understand the point. And these chapters are pretty well loved so far by Black Clover fans. So saying that Yuki Tabata can only write fights and that's all Black Clover is, no, that's not true. Like I said, this is now 5 to 6 chapters of no fighting, and also this is a battle shonen, so your point's pretty irrelevant. And also, number 2, people saying, oh, that's all Asta can do, he can't talk, he has to just fight. Well, I see all these people who shit on Black Clover will also shit on Naruto for the same thing, of talk no jutsu. So you want Asta to talk no jutsu here, or do you want him to fight? You put him in a black or a white, and you dislike both. So if Asta, to these people who hate Black Clover and always hate it, you'd either be like, oh, Asta talked his way out of it, talk no jutsu. Oh, Asta's fighting his way out of it. Oh, all Black Clover, all Yukitebatsu can write is a fight. So this is just them putting it in a black and white, and it's pretty piss poor. But anyways, we need to understand here is that Gauche to Asta is like family. Marie is the sister of Gauche. So Marie is family to Asta. He's had good interactions with her in the past. He's helped save her before. And basically, Asta is putting himself below his friends and family. He's putting himself below the Magic Knights. He's putting everybody else first before him, before his own self. Because, like I said, Asta can get off scot-free and be good, and try and push through and you know, try and become the Wizard King, achieve his dreams, or he can put these people in front of him. Asta is choosing to save Marie, risking his chance of becoming the Wizard King ever by basically showing that he's using forbidden magic. If that isn't a GOAT MC right there, I don't know what is. And stop putting Black Clover in these black and white situations where if A or B happens, both you will dislike on, and you'll say, well, if A happened, but B would have been better. But also you'd be saying the same thing. Well, B happened, but A would have been better. So no, that's not how it works. But anyways, I like Damnatio so far. He's being built up so that you really hate him, and that's pretty good so far. If he does end up becoming a villain, he's already becoming one of my favorites so far. It's only been 2 chapters that it's really only been 1.5 chapters that he's even been in, but the reason why it works so well is we've been told to hate most of the royals, especially the ones off screen, so much so far. Except for all the Vermilions and Kirsch in the beginning. Basically, Mereoleona, Fuegoleon, Leopold, and Mimosa were all very, very good from the beginning. Kirsch was a bit douchey and cocky, but very quickly progressed as a character to become good. And Nozel, Solid, and Nebra were terrible to Noelle, but Nozel got a bunch of character development, and then Solid and Nebra got a little bit. But Nozel is pretty much well-liked now, despite his really cocky royal attitude early on in the series. And so you also have everyone who already hates King Augustus, Kira, a light mage who only has high power because it was stolen, and likely hasn't refined his own power in any way. He wanted to kill Asta and Yuno for no reason. He's super lazy and he's weak, and also he stole Julius's idea of the Royal Knights and acted as if it was his own idea. And basically we have this huge negative perception of the Kiras and the royals as a whole and the royal noble ruling class. And now it's finally going to be where the main villain might be a part of that group. And Asta defeating, humiliating, or maybe even killing a royal is what it will take to actually turn the kingdom into a better place. One thing I want to say is the Kiras might be pretty lazy. The only royal house without a Magic Knight squad is the Kiras. The Vermilions have the Crimson Lion Kings, and the Silvas have the Silver Eagles. What I am looking forward to is the dynamic of the likely 3 strongest members of each of the royal houses. Fuegoleon is the strongest probably, if not tied with Mereoleona for the Vermilion house. Then Nozel is like the strongest in the Silva's house, maybe, and Damnatio of the house of Kira. And we might get maybe a 3-way standoff. Maybe Kira, or maybe Damnatio is that strong where he can take on Fuegoleon and Nozel at the same time. I'm not really sure, but I would say it's definitely very likely that Damnatio is the strongest of the Kiras, because he basically, Augustus couldn't do anything to the anti-monarchist nobles that were going to attack, but Damnatio casually soloed them. So pretty much I think what's going to happen, basically the blurb in the bottom left of the chapter says that a fight's going to come. I wouldn't be surprised if Black Asta kind of stomps or fodderizes Damnatio, but I think what it might be happening to make it hard for Asta to fight is just like how Damnatio could steal magic from the anti-monarchist nobles. What I think will happen is that at least those 5 mages that were going to kill Marie, Damnatio might just be the ultimate support mage. He might be able to increase the mana of these other mages, and Asta will have to fight them. If Damnatio can turn the normal size axes into basically nothing, he could probably turn the spells of his allies to way bigger and more powerful than before, so that might make trouble for, Asta, but, I mean, we'll see. I think Damnatio could be just a better support, We don't know how his magic is going to affect Asta. We'd have to see more of it, but I am excited to see what's going to happen. I'm excited to see what's going to happen of Fuegoleon and Nozel. I think they should be on the side of Asta, and they are captains. You have Julius Novachrono. So basically you have all these captains that know, you know, there was a devil and stuff went wrong, but we'll have to wait till the next chapter. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Plus...